This took a while. Ah, last minute sort of getting it together because other people seem to be streaming reactions to it, so hopefully we can as well. Um, Especially because of the circumstances. This is the first major award ceremony that I'm aware of in the current situation that the globe is in with the pandemic, or whatever you want to call it. So, if you are watching in chat, tell me how the volume is on the audio that I'm bringing you from. If I can find the right scene from here, because I don't want it to be too loud. Because the idea is that this is sort of a test for me being able to watch WrestleMania and being able to live stream at the same time. I may have to tweak some things and all that. Oh, here we go. Let me quickly bring up my other link, just so I've actually got a list of the nominees and all that. Dara O'Brien doing it from his own house. Fair play to the guy. Oh, of course, it's going to be reverbing myself. Control. Um, May have to tweak the volume a little bit more, but you know. Bear with me, I'm gonna check what the quality's like.
Need you do me a favor, okay?
Untitled Goose Game. I still need to do my video on that I keep promising.
They're not cool ghost stories. Not like for fun.
I'm wondering whether Death Stranding is going to win anything major. Jeez. Got deafened by Facebook Messenger. Should have muted that. Mute tab.
What an incredible year it's been for gaming.
Tweak the sound a little
That
bit.
deserves a glitzy award
Because I know Owen is basically my tech gremlin.
Doesn't mean that the
Making the
stars
sound a little
aren't
better.
all as
Hopefully for
many
you
of
guys
the
on
big
archive.
winners in the past
As long as it can stay up.
tonight. What?
If it
Who's this
don't,
coming up the red carpet? It's Portal 2. Hello, Portal 2. Do you remember when you won Best Game? They were good times, weren't they? That was a hell of a night. And who are you here with tonight? Oh, look, it's Batman Arkham Asylum, another one of our Best Game winners. Batman Arkham Asylum. What are you wearing tonight? Oh, you're wearing a standard Xbox 360 disc case. Well, it's lovely to see you. You're looking gorgeous. Enjoy the show. We're going to go to the first award. The first award is for Best Original Property, which is defined as recognizing the best game which is not part of an established series and representing new intellectual property. In other words, stuff that you'll say you played when you're playing the third installment in another 3 years' time. Here are the nominees.
this is an interesting list. A mix of small titles and big titles.
Outer Wilds.
Oh, well, they're not doing them in alphabetical order. We're just doing them in whatever order. Outer Wilds is good.
Baba Is You.
Good old Baba Is You.
Control.
Pretty original.
That's all I can remember.
Disco Elysium.
Okay. So I need to turn it down a little bit.
Untitled Goose Game.
This is the. I want this to do well, but
Death Stranding.
This is good. Death Stranding is good, but it also seems a little pretentious.
Come on, you and I was welcome.
Uh oh. What happened there?
And the BAFTA goes to
Outer Wilds.
The Wild.
That's fair.
Thank you so much for the award for Best Original Property. We chose to make Outer Wilds not because it was easy, but because it was hard.
Thank you so much. We took a lot of creative risks making Outer Wilds. And
Shout outs to Zoom here for this. Shout outs to the Zoom.
To everyone who believed in and supported the project from the early days all the way to where it is now. The fact that we are here right now is a minor miracle, and it's just a testament to the faith everyone had in the game and the project.
It was such a collaborative effort as all the departments on this small team were working together to create such an interesting world.
So, thank to all of you who played the game and stay curious.
Well done to the winners there. Our next award is for Best Music. As Shakespeare said, music be the food of love. That sounds like food, and we need food. Quick, get to the supermarket. They're not between 8 and 9 in the morning because the old and the vulnerable are going in at that time. There's a sentence which wasn't even said 10 days ago. Crazy time. It's crazy time. Here are the nominees for Best Music.
I think they all seem to be pretty good lists. Yeah.
Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Then again, do they want to give credit to this considering it's technically a remaster?
Death Stranding.
The big thing about Death Stranding is the amount of like licensed artists that have done music exclusively for the game, so that could be a factor. And then this. Yes. I love the fact that like Death Stranding is going up against something like this. It's always the good thing with BAFTAs. Sometimes you don't get it with the other ones.
Disco Elysium.
I've never really heard much of the soundtrack for that, so this actually does seem pretty good. So
Control.
Control's got a good score.
Outer Wilds.
That has, but the problem is that sounds a bit too much like No Man's Sky. So it's like, have we already seen it before? You know.
And the BAFTA goes to
Disco Elysium. Elysium. Yes. Well done, guys.
Good evening, BAFTA ceremony. My name's Neil. This is Abby. Hello, everyone. We're from British Seacar. You won the BAFTA. You won the BAFTA, Gianora. You won the BAFTA, monkey. Woohoo! Thank you.
British Sea Power on their farm there.
Big thank you to Robert and everyone at Sound. Amazing. Bye.
Yes! Sheep! Sheep! Dara can't react to this because he doesn't know what any of this is.
excellent in ongoing development support. Many developers nominated for this category have gone above and beyond to refine, improve, and sometimes radically alter their games over time. So in other words, patches, and sometimes a new gun. Here are the nominees.
So this is ongoing game / evolving game.
Apex Legends.
I mean, it is evolving, but I don't know whether it's like progressed.
Path of Exile.
The amount of work that studio does every like few months to get a new season out is pretty ridiculous.
No Man's Sky Beyond.
That is in with a shout. I can't remember whether it won last year. It may have done, so in which case it probably won't win again.
Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about this expansion for Final Fantasy XIV. So I wouldn't object to that.
Fortnite.
Does anything really change in that other than promotional stuff for Star Wars? In reality?
Destiny 2.
No Overwatch. Destiny 2, from where it was, is a good shout as well. Apex and Fortnite would be disappointing if it was either of them. Watch it be... Yes! That little studio.
Hi,
Down under.
Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games, recording this video from coronavirus lockdown in New Zealand. Thank you so much for this honor. It means a great deal to our team. Many of us have spent our entire careers working to make Path of Exile the best evolving game it can possibly be. Our dream has always been to create the perfect action RPG that we love to play ourselves. It's incredibly gratifying to see that so many millions of players have enjoyed playing our game. Path of Exile is vastly different now than when it was released almost 7 years ago. As our team and community have grown, we have evolved.
That's what deserves the credit as well, you see.
and league updates.
7
I'd like
years
to
it's
thank
been out
every
on
member of the
PC.
Grinding Gear Games team, both past and present, for their time, devotion, expertise, passion, and creativity. For all of us, Path of Exile has been a labor of love. Most importantly, we'd like to thank everyone who has played Path of Exile over the years. Without your ongoing support and feedback, we would not be here today. Path of Exile only exists because you have believed in and helped us support our vision. Thank you again for this award. Here's to another 7 years of Path of Exile.
I'd hope more than 7 years of the next bit of Path of Exile, please.
Celebrating those who've taken the difficult step outside their own studios, because that can be harder than a boss fight at the end of Sekiro, when you don't get any game save points in the middle of it either. These nominees have poured their souls, dark or light, into creating something brand new. Hopefully, it's paid off. Let's have a look at the nominees for Best Debut Game.
I've got a feeling Untitled Goose Game has to be in here somewhere.
Manifold Garden.
I've heard some good things about this. I don't know whether I've actually got it. I don't think so. Most of these I don't have. Ooh.
Katana Zero.
Katana Zero. Very Hotline Miami in style and sort of playthrough.
Death Stranding.
I mean, yes. I guess it is a debut game from a debut studio, but it's Kojima, so is it?
Disco Elysium.
This is in with a shout as well. The amount of work that they've put into that in terms of development, and it's huge.
Ape Out.
Oh, this is a Bennett Foddy game. You know, the Getting Over It guy.
Knights and Bikes.
Oh, Knights and Bikes is in here as well. Wait, so is not Entitled Goose Game not a debut then? Apparently not. Interesting.
And the BAFTA goes
As long as it isn't Death Stranding. Watch it.
Disco Elysium.
They get it again. I think they were the big winners of the Game Awards from Jeff Keighley.
We're Zone, and it's an incredible honor to receive the award for debut game. It's been a radical journey, and we appreciate everybody who's played the game and is a fan.
I'd like to maybe extend a deep personal gratitude from everyone.
Yeah, I better.
Uh,
Oh, that is his
for-
name.
for, liking the game enough that we let them
I might
try
shove
it.
myself over a bit more.
Thank you.
We believe the 21st century belongs to video games, much like the 20th century belonged to film. We're excited to see what the future holds for gaming. And thank you, BAFTA, for recognizing the hard work of developers all over the world. I hope everyone enjoys their evening. Thank you.
Our next award is for Best Family Game. Family Game. Or as you would correctly know, this is going to end up in an argument.
I love the fact that in previous times for this category, it's just been Nintendo stuff. Not here.
Concrete Genie.
This is PlayStation, I believe. Whether it's VR or not, I'm not sure. But I heard a lot of good things
Vacation Simulator.
from the guys that brought us Job Simulator.
Optimize our vacation to maximum efficiency.
Oh, Knights and Bikes. Yeah. You see, there isn't any Nintendo titles yet. I think there is at least one. I can't remember. Speak of the devil.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
It's a good game, so... There's nothing here that's like, I'm not sure why it's on the list.
Untitled Goose Game.
I need to do the video that I keep promising to do about this and showing you some of it with actual gameplay. Oh, and Watam as well.
Watam.
Or Watam. Never know how to pronounce these things. Can you tell it's from the person that did Katamari? At least I think it is. There's nothing I'd object to here, really. Yes! The goose is a BAFTA! Yes!
Hi everyone, I'm Stuart. I work at House on the Goose Game.
House.
And first of all, thanks so much. One of the absolute nicest things about releasing this game is hearing from others
Honk.
who've played together with their families. So this is a particularly special award for us to win. I'd
Honk,
like to
honk.
say thanks to all the rest of the team, to Panic, our publisher, especially Film Victoria for their support. And congratulations to all the other nominees and winners. Thanks so much.
So, you get an idea of how this is going to work? Absolutely. So, it's a man in a spare room talking to you. If you want to comment, that'll be fantastic. I'll never know. It's pre-recorded. But still, let's keep the illusion going, shall we? The next award is for game design, navigation, the environment, mechanics, all the
Ooh, who have we got for
things that draw
design?
people in and make them want to finish the game. Here are the nominees.
Ooh, this is a strong list as well.
Watan.
It's pretty well designed, but I don't. With the other games, I don't think it's probably going to win.
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Baba Is You.
Baba Is You might be the sleeper chance for this, because
Control.
it sort of introduces programming to a younger sort of demographic to actually get people to know how to code games.
Disco Elysium.
Ooh, but wow. And then
Outer Wild.
that's the last one, I think. I think that's 6. I lost track. All of them worthy, I would argue.
And the BAFTA goes to
I'm intrigued to see where this goes.
Outer Wild.
Yeah. That seems somewhat fair.
It is such an honor to be among so many amazing games. It's been an incredible year with so many amazing, crazy games, and yeah, to be selected as one of the weirdest is a huge honor. Thank you.
Huge thanks to just all of our playtesters.
One of the weirdest.
And just anyone who played the game. We couldn't have done it without.
Why is game design weird?
Next award, I'm going to hand the presentation duties over to two people who make their part of the show look a lot more smooth and polished than this bit, because I am a first-time vlogger. So, let's hand over to Ali and Claire.
Hey everyone,
Uh-oh.
it's Ali and Claire here.
We're so sorry that we can't be there in person for the awards this year, but we are so glad that these
I've heard of Ali A. I don't know who the other one is. I don't know who Stephanie is.
Demonstrate just how broad a category it is.
I love the fact they're saying we can't be there. Nobody can. Uh-oh. Oh, mobile game. Raid Shadow Legends.
Assemble with care.
Oh, wait, it's not even in. I don't even know what this is. It's probably just on Apple Arcades. That's annoying.
Pokemon Go.
Okay. Considering it's public voted, that might win.
Call of Duty Mobile.
Or that will. Oh dear. It's not going to be actually the better title, it's just the one that's got the most popular people.
Dead Man's Phone.
The concept of that is pretty awesome.
Tangle Tower.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh wow, it's it's even all audio voiced. Wow.
What the goal?
Yeah, if you've been on here, you know that I love this. If this won, I'd love it. I don't think it will. It's gonna be. It's Pokemon or Call of Duty. If it isn't, there is justice in the world. Call of Duty. Yeah.
Call of Duty Mobile.
Is it really? Is it really though?
On behalf of Activision, Timmy Studios, and the entire Call of Duty mobile team, we would like to express our deepest thanks and gratitude for this incredible
My only fear of Call of Duty Mobile is how quick is it gonna get ditched.
and EE for making all of this possible. And most importantly, we would like to thank our devoted fans. They are just awesome, and none of this would be possible without them. So
Who
this
won
is
last
award
year
is
for
for you.
mobile game?
We look forward to bringing
Old
Call of
school
Duty mobile to
RuneScape.
you now more than ever.
When it was up against Fortnite and Pokemon
Have
Go.
fun, and we look forward to seeing you in the game.
So
Thank
you see,
so much. We really appreciate it.
What a true
weird stuff happened last year.
congratulations. And now back to Dara.
That was not inspiring at all.
Really know how the internet.
That was not inspiring at all, Ali. Eh?
We'd like to get involved with
Get back to YouTube.
broadcast here.
Oh wait, it's on YouTube.
The game. Sure, make a comment on how the show is going.
Okay.
Don't judge me. I'm doing this on my own here. More interestingly, maybe, tell us what you think will win the later war, particularly Game of the Year. So that's what we're looking here.
That's interesting because arguably
A new award for a thing which is one of the great skills in video game creation, which is animation. Now, I remember animation was always rewarded with marks.
the really interesting thing is if you look through this list,
Computer and video games, and why am I listing?
there is absolutely no nominations for Resident Evil 2, even though it's arguably one of the games of last year, and it's got nothing.
Character and environmental movement has come creating a believable and engaging world.
So, you know.
Jobs in games. There are people bringing the game to life. But if they do their job well, you'll be too immersed to notice. We notice you animators. We notice you.
Interesting though that they're putting design and animation now separately, which is an interesting thing.
Control.
It's certainly graphically very good. Which I guess is what animation is.
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
If anything, you know, screams animation, that does.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I think this is the only nomination for this. Oh, I guess it could be an action adventure.
Death Stranding.
Yeah. Here's the problem. You've got, like, Sayonara Wild Hearts, which is a very different sort of animation style to
Luigi's Mansion 3.
this as well. Because if the other ones, Call of Duty Control, Death Stranding, and the one you're about to see, coming now, BAFTA,
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
they're all very realistic. Luigi's Mansion and Sayonara Wild Hearts aren't, but they've still got a great animation appeal to them. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where this goes in the debut of the category. I'm guessing it will be realism. Wow!
Hello everybody watching from home. What a strange situation to be in. Please keep safe everybody. My name is Nicolas Wegnes. I'm from Nintendo UK, and on behalf of the whole development team at Nintendo, but also at Next Level Games, I'm honored to accept this award for animation for Luigi's Mansion 3.
Luigi's Mansion gets something.
I believe that the developers really brought to life Luigi, and they created the ghost to be both hilarious and menacing.
Fair play to them.
Extremely
You know,
grateful to BAFTA, to everybody. We also would like to ask you to keep safe.
they've done a lot of good games.
Feel like the beginning of a really good found.
NHL Hits Pro, Super Mario Strikers Charged, Spider-Man Friend or Foe, the Punch-Out games. Remember they were about a decade ago on the Wii. Oh, and then Captain America Super Soldier. So clearly but then they also did Luigi's Mansion 2, Metroid Prime Federation Force. Ooh, less said about that the better. So
of the art of it.
most of the stuff is actually been pretty good. So
Storytelling. Really? Glass?
I guess that's fair.
Who are the nominees?
I don't even know what categories now. Oh, narrative, best story.
So, who are you looking for?
Wookiee chieftain named Turtle.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Possible fight. There's a reason he's evaded the Empire for this long.
It's a pretty good story. It's a shame that the whole spoilers about certain characters showing up at the end got ruined by everything. As I say, the amount of hours of dialogue that is in this means that this, in theory, is like the obvious one. Weirdly.
Outer Wilds.
This is as well. There's some good writing in this as well.
Many people thought it was horrifying,
Control.
but also
Yeah.
many people wanted to welcome the hiss.
It's certainly original.
Just stop. If you want to kill me, then do it. I'm not afraid.
Life is Strange 2, episodes 2 to 5.
I love the fact we have to now separate these four from the other one.
The Outer Worlds.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the Lord's bottom line, keeping the streets running.
And the BAFTA goes to
It should be Disco Elysium. Yeah.
Disco Elysium.
With the amount of dialogue that is in that you'll never see.
Zone, and we would like to thank you for presenting this awards to us. It's quite a surprising turn of events.
We'd like to thank our parents, grandparents, and friends for always supporting us. Thank you.
A massive thanks to all the people who supported us when we started out back in Estonia. Also, massive thanks to all the NHS people fighting for our lives right now. And super mega massive thanks to people in the ID software for releasing tools.
I can't even check whether anybody around here is doing the applause thing. They're doing a thing where you applaud for
The next award is for artistic
key workers
achievement.
here in the UK. Because I've got headphones on, I am none the wiser.
Really, is it? Or is it how funny they are? Am I right, ladies?
What we got here? Oh, this is artistic achievement, so it's like... This is where I might be getting confused. If this is the arty one, I guess so that means Luigi's Mansion 3 with the animation makes sense. Probably. Because a lot of this other animation is basically mocap suit stuff. Death Stranding certainly is. Realistically, you know, visual-wise, it looks good. The rest of it?
Concrete Genie.
See, Concrete Genie is a good contender. I think that's one that Death Stranding just seems a little bit... not a great choice.
Disco Elysium.
Here it is again. Such a pretty unique art style for this as well, which gives it a chance.
Knights and Bikes.
My only issue is being a Double Fine game. This looks a lot like other Double Fine games, so not that I'm saying that looks bad. See, graphically, because of the weird stuff that happens in that, that's probably a stronger shout than Death Stranding. Then again, Death Stranding hasn't won anything.
And the BAFTA goes to...
It's going to win something, surely. Sayonara Wild Hearts! Yes!
Hey BAFTA, thank you for a nice award. Strange times. We'll get through it somehow. Bye.
If you remember back to the beginning of this unusual broadcast, I made a joke about how visionary Death Stranding by Hideo Kojima was. That was kind of put in there as a bit of a hint for this, because we are presenting Hideo Kojima tonight with the most important of all these awards, which is the BAFTA Fellowship, in recognition of a career's worth of improvement.
This means that Hideo Kojima might now actually have a say in like BAFTA Film Awards. And considering how much of a film aficionado he is, oh,
And in a career spanning 35
oh.
years, Hideo Kojima has given us countless reasons to be grateful for his impact on this industry. As a gamer, it's hard to imagine the industry without the Metal Gear games in particular. This auteur's creativity is such that he even gets lauded for games he doesn't finish. For decades, he's been committed to immersing us in worlds in a way few of us could even dream of
Gets
imagining.
lauded for games he didn't
Pushing us harder
finish.
every step of the way to achieve his
There's a
vision.
lot of mixed
In Metal
opinion
Gear
on Metal Gear Solid 5.
he also gave us the
But
words
then, of course,
Snake, Snake, Snake.
he's
And
doing
just for that alone,
he's
he
doing his
deserves
stand-up
the award.
routine.
The BAFTA Fellowship
That's a
this year
great line from his
honours
stand-up, though, I
every
will say.
great Kojima.
This is fair. Or do we have to start with this? Can't we start with, like, Police Noughts and Snatcher? Not just Snake. And
Hideo Kojima's career began at Konami in 1986, working on the MSX platformer Penguin.
Penguin Adventure. Yeah!
And it wasn't long before he was calling the shots on a new franchise that would go on to
Metal
leave
Gear.
an indelible mark on the lives of millions of gamers.
Metal Gear? That's a pretty weird name.
It is to Kojima's credit that he resisted instruction to create a straightforward war game and instead introduced a subtle, more nuanced approach to the title.
He fathered the stealth action genre. If you've got a field of enemies, you don't have to plow through them with a gun. You can sneak through.
She still work for IGN.
And it's gonna be just as fun.
I lose track of these people and where they go.
In 1988, Kojima wore his influences on his sleeve as he delivered cyberpunk
Snatcher.
adventure game Snatcher, taking
Oh.
creative inspiration from Blade Runner and Terminator.
What do you think, Gillian? I'll take it.
In 1994, Kojima's skills as a storyteller were front and center in Police Noughts, which was lauded variously as a graphic adventure, visual novel, and even as an interactive movie. Again, he was
Interactive movie. Just practically a lot of Metal Gear Solid 4.
accolades and superlatives soon came.
Oh, we jump into Metal Gear
as
2.
1998's Metal Gear Solid
Not 1 first.
PlayStation.
It was this story of political intrigue and
Stephen
drama,
Powell
but
of the
also at the
BBC.
same time just worrying about not getting caught.
So many of the games that I play today are indebted to the trail that he blazed with Metal Gear Solid.
In 2001, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty was released, demonstrating his willingness to subvert expectations as he replaced the title's original hero, Solid Snake, with Raiden in a masterful stroke of misdirection.
Isn't it Raiden? Not Raiden?
Three equally innovative sequels followed, alongside a spate of spin-offs, each offering something different.
Yeah, but was Revengeance actually him?
In 2015, Kojima left Konami to break out on his own, forming Kojima Productions.
It's a whale.
The studio's debut, Death Stranding, arrived in 2019 and pushed the envelope yet again. In what has become trademark Kojima, the narrative is highly compelling. Traditional game mechanics are subverted to innovative effect, and the performances he elicits from the cast all come together in a remarkable vision.
The fact that when we get to the cast bit, there's like 3 or 4 different people just for Death Stranding in that thing. Seems an obvious category that that's going to win. It probably won't now. Because lol.
Hideo does what he wants. It is his vision that gets made into the game.
Do we not have any other people?
Wherever Hideo
Like,
Kojima's drive
seriously?
and ambition takes him next, it's clear he has already left an extraordinary legacy that extends beyond the world of games, and his influence will be felt for many years to come.
Stop crying, Norman Reedus. Please.
That was perfect.
This award not only recognizes
Oh.
the accomplishments made by
Troy doing the intros.
it recognizes the impact that he and his
Oh wow, Edgar Wright.
A BAFTA Fellowship Award, and that's amazing and richly deserved.
Hideo Kojima is a creative genius, a true legend in the game industry.
Okay.
Well, that's my deliveries done for the day.
I'm proud to be your friend, Kojima-san.
Oh wow, Park Chan Wook.
Hideo Kojima on this very well-deserved award.
Congratulations on your work, Kojima-san.
I don't think there's any real
You see the film stuff here.
way of describing you.
That does make sense because Kojima really loved Baby Driver.
Someone more deserving than to be recognized, not only for your impact on games, but really pop
Jade Raymond. Imagine if she wasn't doing stuff for Google Stadia.
Thank you for bringing your passion and your love of books, of films, of beautiful and terrible things, and making them part of the artistic worlds we create. These worlds that we call.
Can't wait for Kojima to go. I don't care.
And congratulations on everything you've done so far.
Don't ever stop making games.
And keep connecting. Well, to be nominated, like they say, is one thing. To win an award is another. To be given this award is something that is beyond remarkable. And when it comes to Hideo, it's more than that.
この度は BAFTA のフェローシップアワードをいただきありがとうございます。世界のエンターテインメント業界で、最も名誉あるこの賞をいただけたことにただ感激しております。僕の 70% は映画でできている。
Yeah.
僕が自分のことを表す比喩としてよく使う言葉です。人の体のおよそ 70% が水分であるように、映画は僕の大部分を作ってくれた大切なものです。何も知らない僕にいろんなことを教えてくれたのも、孤独な少年を勇気づけてくれたのも、人生の大きな局面でその都度正しい方向へ導いてくれたのも映画でした。映画に携わる道を模索していたものの、当時の日本ではなかなか実現できない状況でした。そこで全く新しいメディアであるゲーム業界に身を投しました。しかしですね、あの頃はゲームが今のように、市民権を得てはおらず、友人や知人、大学の教授にも止められたことがあります。あれから36年、時代は変わりました。ゲームは映画と並ぶ、あるいは映画と融合すべき巨大なデジタルエンターテインメントと進化しつつあります。そして世界中にはこんな僕でも応援してくれている多くのファンがいる。もしかしたらですね、ゲームを通して自分が誰かの役に立っているのではないかというそういうふうに思えることもあります。こんなに素晴らしいことはありません。それこそがゲーム作りをやめなかった理由でもあります。今日この賞をいただき、僕の決心はですね、さらに固く強くなりました。残りの人生、ものづくりと皆さんのために捧げていきたいと思っております。最後にですね、個人的なことを言わせてください。僕はですね、13歳の時に父親を亡くして、残された母親が僕を育ててくれました。僕が映画や物語に惹かれるようになったのも、今の創作をなりわいにしているのも、両親の影響が大きいです。母はですね、僕のゲームが発売されるたびに、喜んでくれました。スネークイーターの時にはですね、当時70代だったにもかかわらず、半年以上かかって、僕のゲームをプレイしてくれました。
Wow.
実は、5年前に僕が独立したことは、彼女には、ずっと内緒にしていました。
Kojima's mum is a boss.
このような賞をいただき、映画を愛した母親も父親も、おそらく喜んでくれていることだと思います。本当にありがとうございます。
Fair play, Hideo.
Well done you. Well done you on your visionary work and your fellowship. Yes, I am drinking. All right, what? You're going to judge me? I'm in my own house. Here's a drinking game. Have a drink every time someone says the word branding. Wouldn't normally work, but this particular event, it'll lay it out before the end of the night. So, what else do we have next? What's our next award? I didn't get a chance. Very Mech Award is for best British game because I'm sure I've told you many times. The games into this country here is among the most innovative in the world.
It suddenly got lighter.
This year's Special
Did
British
he have
Game
his
includes a
script on the
range
light?
of
Because
continues to be a major player around the world.
ooh, what we got in here?
Dirt Rally 2.0.
God, if this one, when it's free on PlayStation Plus for everybody next week, that's going to be good publicity.
Heaven's Vault.
I've heard good things about this. Seems to be a PlayStation game.
Knights and Bikes.
Foam sword there. Oh, it is on PC, Heaven's Vault. I'll have to check that out.
Observation.
Oh, no wonder this is a Devolver Digital game.
Planet Zoo.
Frontier. You always have to give them a shout because Frontier have been great over the years.
Total War 3 Kingdoms.
Which, from what I heard, is a solid Total War game. After the issues of Total War Rome 2 that we had, so from a few years back. There's none there that I'd say I would object to. Observation.
Thank you so much, BAFTA and the jury, for this.
It already. Sorry.
Proper real games is pretty surreal. As you can see, the team is very excited. Give it up, team. Yeah. But we want to thank Devolver.
This already seems to be channeling Devolver.
Passion.
Just how weird it is.
Their money. I want to thank Ben, who helped champion that project and get it off the ground. And I want to thank the team, who obviously aren't here, we're working from home, for their amazing effort over the last couple of years. Most importantly, I want to thank Schneidenpupper here, who, in these trying times, I can get as close to as I want. As long as I wear a mask.
Yay! Well done, those winners. What's next? This is all motoring along. Audio Achievement. Audio Achievement rewards excellence in the design and application of sound, dialogue, and honking noises to create an exceptional audio experience.
Only honking noises if it's Hans Zimmer. Let's be honest. How much honking are we going to get here?
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
See, that's less honking and more Star Wars style music. Yes!
Untitled Goose Game.
Admittedly, this isn't music, but I mean, how else do you get those honks?
Control.
This is probably a front runner. Because the audio stuff in that is... Ooh. Then again, so is this.
Ape Out. Death Stranding.
I mean, maybe. Heh.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
But not that one. What happens when this gets remastered? Do they have to call it remastered? Or Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not that one, remastered. Ape Out, yeah. We're not going for the obvious ones. I like this.
I'd like to thank the Academy and the jury for this honor. I'd like to thank especially my partner Chris for supporting me through the rough parts of this. I'd like to thank Gabe and Bennett, my collaborators, for daring me to make an algorithmic jazz drummer. my family. You filled my childhood with music making and
Algorithmic jazz drummer.
something like this.
You've heard that a lot of times, haven't you?
For everything we learned about collaboration working together. To everyone at the NYU Game Center and at the NYU Game Center Incubator, you made so much of this possible. And to my Harmonix family, especially Roger and Kadar, we lost too soon. Stay safe, support one another. Thanks again.
Harmonix.
Serious message to be taken from an event like this, which is a fun, jolly evening in celebration of a fun, jolly thing that is games, is this. At the moment, practically the entire world population are locked away in isolation. The thing which is unprecedented and pretty unnatural for us as human beings. And people are going to find it very difficult for the next couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
You, as a population, myself included, as gamers, are more used to dealing with that situation than others because we're used to socializing and having fun, playing games with people who aren't in the room with us, who aren't even on the same side of the world with us. Because it was 20
He has a
years
point.
we interacted with games, going all the way back to Master Chief and Halo, all the way back to Mud in the 70s. We know how to communicate virtually, how to create virtual spaces that we can meet in and have human interaction. So, A, thank you to the games industry for doing this, but B, you're the experts here. And I want you to share that expertise. If there's any message I can send you away with is that young people and old people haven't done this as much as you. And you should share your expertise. We all come into this world and show them the joy and the human contact that can be got in a virtual world. Because for the time being, that's what we'll have to rely on. This is very much your time. Okay? So share your knowledge with the rest of the world. Okay. Here's
The TLDR to that, I would argue, is play Animal Crossing. You need something that every age group can connect with. So that rules out, that rules out this. Because violence, not suitable for children.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
See, this would be, I'd say, for all ages. The multiplayer isn't bad for that, with Luigi and all that, so...
Borderlands 3.
If this wins with everything that's come out this week about the situation with people basically not getting paid and now not getting paid bonuses... Oh, wow. That's multiplayer? I need to play that. The problem is Modern Warfare doesn't count with Warzone. And Warzone might be in with a shout. You keep forgetting this wouldn't have been eligible last year because it came out like January, February time, so maybe. The awkward one would be Borderlands.
BAFTA goes to Apex Legends.
Hi everybody, I'm Dusty Welch. I'm Patrick Aaron. Look, we are super
If you take into account the whole, 13, 14 months of the game since it launched, it was free to play, I'd say this is a fair result. At least it wasn't Borderlands. With everything that's, as I say, come out with the staff getting underpaid, but we're going to get 5 or 6 figure bonuses because of sales targets being way beyond what they were hoping. And now those staff are not getting any bonuses at all. Oof!
So again, to all of our fans and to the BAFTAs and the people that voted for this.
Oh, I'm just looking at the stuff in the chat.
Okay, we're motoring now. The next category is Games Beyond Entertainment, which celebrates games which capitalize on the unique and maturing.
Jeremy, I didn't watch all of it yet.
Those are the words they sent me to read. I don't understand.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake isn't coming out here. Yeah. From what I can tell. Plus my rig probably wouldn't run it because of the space that would be needed. Do I do collab videos? Within our group, yes, but not really with anybody else. I'm just doing this as a thing for content, and my aim was to do this live reactions anyway, But now with the circumstance, I thought,
Civilization
you
6 Gathering
know.
Storm.
Oh wow, Civ 6. Well, Civ 6 DLC, I should say.
Kind words. Lo-fi chill beats to write to.
I only know it as kind words. I didn't realize there was a lo-fi chill beat.
Avoiding that issue. Mood swings, delirious, self-harm, fun shit like that.
Life is Strange 2 episodes 2 to 5.
I think I loved him. He gave me this coin. Said he never gave his trust to no one before.
Neocam.
Neo.
Ring Fit Adventure.
How does that not break? Is that beyond entertainment, or is it just a workout device?
And the BAFTA goes to Kind Words. Lo-fi
Yes!
chill beats to write to.
Especially with all the positivity that we need with everything going on.
Thank you, Luigi, Clark, Alice, Emily, Boston, Humble, MSU, our players, and the BAFTAs. We never thought this many people would play a game about writing letters, and now you've written over 1,000,000 of them, and it proves that people will work to be kind, and that you're suckers for cute stickers.
Real BAFTA, can you believe it? I have a lot of time, so I'm just gonna think real hard about everyone I want to thank, and they're just gonna appear on the screen.
Perfect. Wow, he's all heavy. Thank you, Zada, Luigi.
Thank you, everyone who keeps the world running, so artists like tonight's nominees can fill it with joy, discovery, and exploration.
It's time now for some new categories. One of which is for actors, because actors of great note are coming to this industry, and they're going into a roast booth, and they're wearing suits with ping pong balls. And
Yeah, this is.
and they're willing to
Are they
do
doing
that.
acting and supporting?
And this is coming from a man who's literally talking to himself in a spare room in his house wearing half a tux.
Yeah.
Half a tuxedo. Like that image dancing, speculating for the rest of the award. The nominees in this category have had great levels of skill and dedication to the point where supporting roles, where the supporting roles we're talking about here, have reached art form status.
This is the change that they made. They're not just acknowledging performances as a whole, they're acknowledging leading roles as well as supporting roles, like they do in the film awards. So here's Troy Baker. It could be argued that he isn't supporting,
I try to live
but
by my own rules, no matter what.
Jolene Anderson.
I don't expect you boys to be like me, but try to stay true to yourselves.
Marty Suzalo.
Very small couple of hours chop.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Oh, the janitor.
You think there's a dog buried in this?
You Americans are all the same, huh? No respect for anyone else.
Aisha Isa.
Should have never gone down to that plane in the first place. It's bad luck. You think you can scavenge down there and it makes no difference, but every single thing you bring back has an essence.
The fact that game was a disappointment makes me surprising it's here. She's fragile, you see. Get it?
Sarah Bartholomew.
This will be interesting.
And the BAFTA goes to Marty Suzalo.
Good evening. My name is Martti Suosalo. I'm an actor from Finland. I made this video in case that I win the prize. So if you see me this video, I'm the winner. It's a big honor to me to have this prize. So thank you, BAFTA, thank you, Remedy, thank you, all the players, all the world. And we all should thank my family because when Jani Savolainen from Remedy called me and asked me to do this role, I went home and asked my family, should I take this role? So my children asked me, what kind of role is it? Is it a TV, film, theater, baby, circus? No, no, no. It's a video game role made by a Remedy company. Of course you take it. Are you an idiot? So who wants to be an idiot? So here we are. Thank
Who
you.
wants to be an idiot?
Bye-bye.
There you go.
And the BAFTA super geeks among you will know that we used to have an award called Game Innovation. That category has been absorbed now into a new technical achievement award, celebrating all that is there in the design of games, all that is the gameplay programming and visual engineering. This one is for coders. This is pure geekdom here. Love this award. Here are the nominees. Death Stranding.
Can't really argue with that.
A Plague Tale: Innocence.
What's that under my... Oh, don't look.
Control.
It's great to see games like that that are relatively small scale going up against much bigger AA, AAA titles like Control and Death Stranding. And COD.
Call of Duty: Modern Warfare.
All the COD.
Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Metro Exodus.
First time that that's been here. In all honesty, this is a good game and it's only getting sort of much of its credit now, but it moved from the Epic stuff. That was one of the first victims of the Epic Games Store furore, which admittedly has died down as of now.
Death Stranding.
It won something that wasn't the Fellowship.
Hello, I'm Eric Johnson, programmer at Kojima Productions. With me here is Technical Director Akio Sakamoto, Lead Game Programmer Kunio Takabe, and Lead System Programmer Fumito Miyauchi. On behalf of Kojima Productions, we're honored to accept this award for technical achievement. Building a game at this level of fidelity from scratch with a new team on a new engine in such a short amount of time was a monumental effort, and it would not have been possible without the tireless devotion of the entire development team. We want to thank everyone at Kojima Productions for their effort. Thanks as well to Guerrilla, who graciously gave us their own game engine to serve as our technology platform. We owe our success to everyone there for their generosity and support. We also want to thank Hideo Kojima
Fair play to them.
throughout the project. His exacting vision for the game challenged us
They didn't have to.
deliver what we hope was a truly unique experience for our players. Finally, thanks to all the players out there who believed in us and came with us on this journey. It's the connections that you forged with each other that make Death Stranding what it is. Keep on keeping on.
And we're at the penultimate award, and it's an important one. Proving
Really?
that our power has found a new home. Here are the nominees for Best Performer in a Leading Role.
Wow, they're doing this as second to last? Also, we're going to be done in just about an hour.
That is a tyrant. Laura Bailey.
Screw your order.
Laura Bailey for Gears 5. The only place that this is going to get any recognition. Gears 5.
I've only ever been in love once.
Logan Marshall Green.
This was the girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle.
That is a very good performance. I don't want to say any more because it's a very interesting story.
Courtney Hope.
We need to move fast.
What do you suggest?
A business trip.
Barry Sloan.
Captain Price.
Let's go. I need your help. If you keep making your own rules, if we surrender,
Yeah, the big interesting thing, despite all the other awards really that have happened this season, no Mads Mikkelsen nomination. But everybody else got a nomination, practically. Hmm.
And the BAFTA goes
This will
to
be interesting.
Gonzalo Martin.
Wow. Life is Strange too.
You will separate this game.
Yes, yes! Thank you so much to the Academy for this incredible honor. It means the world to me. And thank you for hosting such an amazing live stream. It's important that we stay safe and that we take care of each other, but that we continue doing these amazing events because they bring so much joy and happiness to so many people out there. So thank you. I want to thank my parents, mom, dad. I love you so much. Thank you for always believing in me and supporting me in everything that I do. My siblings and my friends and family from back home in Argentina and in LA, thank you so much. To all of the fans who played the game, for all of your support. To the creators of the game, Michelle, Jean-Luc, and Raul, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving me the opportunity of bringing Sean Diaz to life. It has been the adventure and the honor of a lifetime. But most importantly, thank you to my voiceover director, Philip Bach, for all of your lessons, your patience, and for always pushing me to get the best performance out of me in the booth. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you to my co-star Roman Dean, Daniel Diaz, for being an incredible person to work with and an amazing little brother. To all of my cast members and all of the people responsible for bringing Life is Strange 2 to life, thank you for working on such an incredible game. I would like to recognize the incredible work of all of my fellow nominees. I respect and admire your work so much. It means the world to be nominated amongst you.
My only problem with this is
So much. And
he
last but not
recorded
least,
this not knowing whether he was actually going to win.
believing in
So,
myself, putting in the work, and never giving up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will never forget this night ever in my life. I love you all so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Wolf Brothers forever.
so
Have a
in,
good night.
in some way he's acting, but now by watching the stream and find out that he is, he probably legit is marking out like that. So
Ultimate award of the night.
this will be interesting.
Game. You've been sending in your suggestions all evening to the hashtag BAFTA game for what you think would win, but it was down to our judges. Of 6 nominees, 6 very, very different games. Which one will be triumphant? Ladies and gentlemen, the nominees for best game.
This is interesting because
Outer Wilds.
which won, I think, 2 awards so far.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Which I think won only one, but you know.
Disco Elysium.
For me, I'm thinking this might take it. It's the only one that has it. All the other Game of the Year awards so far have been Sekiro, Resi Evil, and Sekiro won the Game Awards. The Golden Joystick Awards went to Resi 2, which isn't even in here. And then this, DICE and the GDC both gave it to this. So to me, it's between this and Disco Elysium.
Control.
Then again, with the amount of stuff that Disco Elysium's won already, I'd like it to be Control because I think that deserves to be considered as well. So here we go. Are we going obvious or very left field? Luigi's Mansion.
Outer Wilds.
Wow. Okay. That's another one that probably should have got some recognition here and there, but he swore. Don't swear.
We just won the goddamn BAFTA for best game.
Thanks to our amazing publisher, Naporna, and all our backers who supported us.
A huge thanks to the original team as well.
Thank you to all of our friends and colleagues at Mobius Digital, along with everybody else who's laid their hands on this project. There's so many of you. I wish I could thank all of you by name.
And
thank you so much to our fan community. You guys have been amazing. You are so sweet to each other and so good about not spoiling things. And just word of mouth has been essential in getting people to play the game.
Control wins Game of the Year, so Sorry. Outer Wilds was it?
You're beautiful humans.
Edit.
Thank you so much.
Outer Wilds, Resi 2, Sekiro, an Untitled Goose Game.
This really means a lot to us.
But Disco Elysium took a lot of awards, so
And that is
I think it actually won the most awards on the night. So
do you agree? Do you? Do I agree? I don't know if I agree because I don't know who won because BAFTA wouldn't tell me when I recorded these bits. And their integrity, they wouldn't let.
So this is a surprise to Dara as well.
Watching at home, me doing, I'm like in this room watching myself to find out who won best game. It's kind of wrecking my head now at this stage. Yes, but within the world of this, look, thank you for joining us. Congratulations to all of our winners. Congratulations to all of our nominees. Yeah.
Let's give that a like.
Now there's an after show party, which will be in my living room, which is just over there. But we really want to thank our sponsors. And say one more time and get these right: PlayStation, EA Sports, Activision Blizzard, Sega, Ubisoft, and Tencent Games. Thank you for making not just this.
Not bad for an hour and 20 minutes.
More of this kind of nonsense. In the meantime,
No, probably about an hour and 15 actually.
stay safe. And here's the thing I never say on a television show: wash your hands. Wash your hands lots of times during the day, and that'll be really, really good. And basically, stay in your home because that way the goose can't get you. I'm Darby.
Yeah. God, that's weird. It's weird to have a award ceremony finish after about 75 minutes or so. And there they all are. That's, I guess, one almighty. Oh God, Randy Pitchford was in the top corner. Oh no! Oh no 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 no! Oh no no no! No no no! Oh my word! Ah. So yeah, there we go. Boom. So yeah, I don't even know. I don't think it's even updating. So I don't know who's won, which is brilliant, isn't it? But yeah, Outer Wilds, I don't really have a problem with it. It's good to see sort of a somewhat smallish game. I know it's Annapurna, which will be good for them. Good to see that getting some love. In fact, when you look at it, really, apart from Sekiro and Resi 2, not a lot of the big companies have actually been winning best game or anything. So maybe that's somewhat of a positive, in all honesty. You know, Ape Out with audio. Animation went to, I think, Luigi's Mansion. Artistic achievement for Sayonara Wild Hearts. British game was Observation. Debut game was, I think, Disco Elysium. Path of Exile for Evolving makes a lot of sense. It was good to see Untitled Goose Game get in at least somewhere. It won something. That's what matters. Kind Words with the Games Beyond Entertainment. Pretty good. In terms of, I'd have to look at the numbers. Disco Elysium had 7 nominations, so getting like the 3 or 4 that it did probably makes it the big one. Then again, Outer Wilds, I think, had at least 3. which, considering it only had 5 nominations. The issue with Death Stranding, of course, is it says it has 11 nominations, but of course 4 of them were just in the 2 performer in the leading role and performer in the supporting role. Should probably move because I'm down here. Nobody seems to be talking in chat. I mean, if you want to give your thoughts on what you did, even if it's, afterwards and you managed to catch this afterwards, leave it in the comments section as to your thoughts on what just went down. Sadly, What the Golf didn't win Mobile Game of the Year, so I guess my push for it didn't work. Although Assemble with Care does interest me. Please tell me that game is... Oh, it's on iOS and Windows. Oh, so it is on PC, but it's only on Apple. Please tell me that I can actually buy that soon. It says it's out on... Is it? Oh, hang on. So it's on Apple Arcade. It's on Steam. I need to add that to my wish list because that seems very interesting. Oh, it's from the studio that brought us Monument Valley. Of course it is. Oh, it only just went live on PC this week. Seems fair. In terms of while I'm here to catch you, hopefully you haven't turned off. Lots of free stuff at the minute. If you, depending when you're watching this, Rayman Legends is free on Ubisoft's Uplay, along with I think another title that's coming up soon. Drawful 2 is free on Steam and Epic Games Store. Totally Reliable Delivery Simulator, that is also free on the Epic Games Store at the minute as a special launch bonus, which is pretty ridiculous when you think about it. And in terms of the Epic Games, I probably need to check. Oh, their spring sale is on. Oh, I know what I'm checking after we're done with this. Gone Home and Hob are free for this week on Epic Game Store as well. So there's quite a bit there for you to check out. Really, just like Dara said, stay in, stay safe, stay healthy, all that sort of thing. Don't let this spread unnecessarily and affecting more people than it needs to. And with that, thank you for watching this live stream or the archive of the live stream, whatever. Check out other content from here. We got movie reviews from AJ and Versus stuff, gaming stuff, and snack stash, food stuff from me. The wrestling talk with Owen, including the WrestleMania the WrestleMania watch party, if you want to call it that. Me and Owen watching both nights. Hopefully now I know what sound that it is that I can hear it, and it doesn't deafen you guys out there. Might mean that I have to tweak Owen's audio a bit so he isn't too loud. But we'll see. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Great next few days. Yeah, have a great next few days if you're back here Saturday and or Sunday for the WrestleMania stuff. If not, thank you for watching. hope you can leave a like or subscribe or whatever for this. With my reactions, as well as the ceremony itself. Hopefully, it doesn't get us blooming copyright struck. Probably will do because we aren't like Eurogamer and whatever. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a safe time. And that's all Owen have to say about that. That'll do.